Thanks to the huge range of action cameras on the market, looking for which to purchase from the ever-increasing budget range can be a tough nut to crack, although a surprise entry into the market has created quite a stir: the Xiaomi Yi. Outside of China, the electronics brand Xiaomi is best known for its range of smartphones, although they seem to be dipping their fingers into a range of markets. Entering the ever-increasing action market seems like the next logical step. HTC attempted it after all with their Yi camera, and they've created quite a stir with their first entry, the Yi. For those looking for a GoPro killer, this is not it. There's no way a sub $100 unit is going to outperform a $400 established beast. But saying that, the Yi seems to have taken the budget action camera market by storm with some seriously impressive performance. Wrapped in simplistic packaging, the box contains the Xiaomi Yi action camera itself, a single 1010 mAh battery, and a micro USB to USB charging and data transfer cable. There's no mounts or waterproof housings included. They're available, just at extra cost. In addition, a user guide is included, which is great if you can read Chinese. Nevertheless, with that ever so familiar action camera look, around the same size as a standard GoPro and weighing in at only 72 grams, the Yi looks relatively attractive and incredibly simplistic. Dominating the front is a nice f2.8 wide-angle lens with a 155-degree angle of view, capable of shooting full 1080p HD video at up to 60 frames per second, as well as 16-megapixel stills. Inside is a Sony-made 16-megapixel backside illuminated CMOS sensor, a Broadcom wireless module, as well as a great Ambarella A7LS chipset. The camera has the typical 3-button setup: the power and mode button on the front, a shutter button at the top for starting and stopping video capture or taking still images, and a wireless activation button on the side, along with an LED status indicator. Talking of lights, there are recording lights on the top, back and bottom, and a light surrounding the power button provides instant battery status by changing colour. On the rear, users will find a battery door for the battery compartment, which neatly seats the included 1010 mAh battery, providing around 1.5 hours of constant usage. A second cover can be removed to reveal a micro USB port for charging and data transfer, a micro HDMI output, and a micro SD memory card slot. With its simplistic look, the camera itself feels like a quality unit, although unlike almost every other action cam, not one mount is included. It does have a standard 1/4" 20 tripod mount on the bottom, and an inexpensive GoPro adapter opens up to even more, so users do have a lot of available third-party mounts to choose from, but again, out of the box you have nothing. So as it stands, usage of the camera is limited. Powering on is relatively fast and the power LED lights up to indicate the camera is in standby. The small LEDs, although very dim, light constant red to indicate the camera is in video recording mode and flash when the shutter button is pressed, indicating video is being captured. A simple press of the mode button toggles between video and photo modes, indicated by the recording LEDs. A constant red indicates video mode is active, while no LED indicates photo mode. There's no screen of any kind, which many may find a major annoyance since users are unable to change settings on the fly. So to change settings, you'll need to use the camera's Wi-Fi to connect to a smartphone app instead. The app itself is free to download on both Android and iOS platforms. Thankfully, much of the app is in English, so getting around it even if you can't read Chinese shouldn't be much of an issue. With the app running and camera successfully connected, users receive a live preview of what the camera sees, as well as a live stream while the camera records. I experienced awful lag though, which made the feature unusable for anything other than quickly framing a shot, and even more annoying, very frequent crashing and lockups. The connection was also unreliable and random freezes were common, when I could connect that was. On the plus side, once connected, it provides the ability to start and stop recordings, take still images, as well as view them back directly on the smartphone, all pretty basic stuff. Thankfully, users are able to enter and change camera settings here, and along with changing the resolution and frame rate, several photo modes can also be selected, including burst and time-lapse options. In addition, users can also set the camera to loop recording, perfect for using it as a dash cam, as well as correcting the wide-angle distortion from the lens by cropping into the image slightly, but removing that fisheye look. All in all, the app itself is rather simple to use. The connection was unreliable though, and could do with further refinement, especially with the reliance on it to change any settings. Being a budget-level sub-$100 camera, the Yi actually performs rather impressively thanks to that Umbrella chipset alongside the Sony CMOS sensor. Although picking high-end parts doesn't guarantee good results, that is what you get with the Yi. Excellent results actually, especially given the low price. That Sony sensor and wide-angle lens really give a fantastic, natural colour to the video. Without any doubt, the colours this unit pulls out of the scene are warm, realistic, and much better than any sub-$100 budget action camera I've tested in the past. Along with good colour and exposure, it's pleasant to see how the camera recovers quickly and smoothly to abrupt lighting condition changes too. Like most action cams, the larger you view the video and the closer you are to the screen, the more artifacts you'll notice. YouTube compression also doesn't do the unit any justice in these samples, although when recording at 1080p 60, videos look sharp and smooth, and with that 25 megabits per second bitrate, the same as the GoPro Hero 4 Session, details are maintained even when moving at higher speeds. As expected, low-light video is noticeably softer with more visible artifacts and some color noise, but it's still far better than most other budget action cameras in the target range. Getting extra lighting into the shot will naturally help somewhat, but it's not a bad performer in this regard. Equally as impressive is the still image quality. The camera only shoots in the 4:3 formats though, so users will need to crop them down to 16:9 if they are to be used alongside video projects. Otherwise, they're much like what you'd get with video, sharp and well exposed with good fine detail in daylight, but softer and noisy images in dimly lit conditions. Wrapped in a rather attractive yet very simplistic unit, the Yi both looks and works well, yet it's regrettable that the company seemed to sacrifice functionality for the sake of that simplistic design. The lack of LCD screen means changing camera settings and options locally is not possible. Instead, all camera settings have to be changed in the smartphone app, which is a hassle at first, although I guess once options have been set, they won't be changed too frequently anyway. That's assuming you can keep the connection long enough to set them in the first instance. I had a terrible time with the iOS-based app, and it certainly needs further work. As for the camera itself, it's no GoPro Hero 4 killer, but it certainly defeats most other budget action cameras in its price range with its fantastic video and photo quality. Being Xiaomi's first action camera entering an already crowded market, it certainly frightened the competition. At a budget level, it's seriously impressive and probably the best out there at the moment. It's cheaper than the budget GoPro Hero and provides more features as well, as long as you don't mind purchasing your own mounts and accessories, and can excuse the reliance on a smartphone to change settings. When looking at the budget camera market, as long as they can fix that connection problems with the app, the Yi is certainly the one to go for.